I'm a little sad now because I forgot to hit record. Alright, so I get to redo this video again. Bazett, she is universally referred to as one of the better characters in the game, if not one of the best, because she does something no other servant can do. And that she min turns. She turns 3 turns into 2 turns. And you kill the enemy on their turn. He's fun. All she's doing is punching people in the face. He's very fun. If you did not watch Prisma Ilia, which I don't blame anyone, if you did not play Hollow Ataraxia, which I don't even think has been translated into English yet, you might not know who Bazett is. Bazett is Kukulane's original master for Fate Stay Night. He already got the drop on her and took who? But in literally every other series, she's a unadulterated badass that just bodies pretty much the entire a lot of people in the series. And she has an actual noble phantasm in the modern day. It's a big deal. It's on the same level as Ad in Case Files. Both of them are the equivalent of noble phantasms. Very powerful. Obviously, they're not actual noble phantasms because noble phantasms are for servants. They are powerful mysticodes. Is a distinction, but it's not a big enough one between mysticodes and noble phantasms for some of them that it really doesn't matter. Her base attack is 10 higher than her HP. I find that hilarious. But also look at this base attack. 12.8k. This is higher than most Avengers. Not most of them, but higher than a lot of Avengers. This is higher than most servants in the game. She is on the upper echelon of damage. Sargen, she makes so many stars. She makes base 30 stars if she gets if her noble phantasm goes off 3 times in a turn, which is really not that hard. It only does the only time that she doesn't get the 3 hits is if enemies are popping self buffs and not debuffs, which if you think about it, most of the enemies that you fight are always spamming debuffs at you. They don't really buff themselves that much in comparison. At least whenever I'm using Bazett, it's mostly casters. It's mostly the people that she's fighting, Sabers, Night Class are buffing themselves. Cavalry are usually debuffing. That tends to be how I be. Very good that she has higher MP charge because she is supposed to be getting hit a lot. If she gets hit multiple times, more MP, more spam. Let's go. Her deck is ridiculous. She gets 6 hits on the quick. This is an arts card. These are arts cards. If you're critting on these are arts cards. Especially if you're getting Scotty, either one's quick buff. These are arts cards. First skill, quick performance, buster performance, crit damage, and a damage mod against casters. All at 30% on a 6-turn cooldown. We like to see this. And its best use case, because casters, she's an alter ego. You're supposed to bring her to fight casters. Easy clap. And this is not just MP damage or a specific card. This is just flat out more damage against them. If you thought your enemy casters were brittle before, oh boy, they get clapped easily. One shot. Hole through the chest. All of the things. Second skill. Oh, right. Okay, so actually, there is a reason she has this. Ceiling Designation Enforcer. If you're not super into Fate, you don't know all the lore. She is someone that goes after the monsters in Fate, the people that Kiritsugu would be killing. The Dead Apostle like the mages that are like dipping too close and becoming a dead apostle, she is the one that is sent to kill them. She is part of that group. Damage mod against casters. Did you know mages perform magecraft, otherwise known as casters? All right, second skill, 50% battery, star weight, which it's 500%, but her star weight isn't berserker level, so this is fine. 100% crit damage. She's a quick servant. She should have stars all the time. So at least trying to get 2 crits, not the hardest thing. Third skill, evasion for a turn. Debuff immunity for a turn. Gains stars. This is very important because you are popping this the turn you MP. You are not popping this just to crit. You do not want to pop this if you're not going to be MPing, because it's a waste. It is 100% a waste. Unless you're running other supports that can shield Bazett, she needs this the turn she MPs at least. Maybe the first, maybe the second turn she MPs, but she needs this when she MPs, otherwise Bazett's gonna die real quick. So Atlas Mystic Code, her best friend, not just because of the cooldown reduction. That invul is nice. The debuff cleanse will be nice on the turns she does not have this. It's good. Magic resist, 17.5%. Riding A, 10%. Divinity for tickle, and her signature passive. If she has a buff, it does not end on her turn, it ends on the enemy turn. So all the quick buffs, everything that has 1 turn durations that just goes away real quick, they last until the enemy turn is over. Like a defense buff. Like your invuls, your damage cuts, same timer now. The reason this is important is because you don't want your damage buffs to go away before her MP actually hits. Simple as that. She would not be a well-functioning servant if it was not for this passive. And also, Bazett was like the cleanest breath of fresh air for so many people last year, before we started getting AoE servants all the time. And technically Bazett is AoE because she can hit the enemy team like enough times to kill them in 1 turn. You don't want to think about her as an AoE. Because she could, like, if you think about her as an AoE, you are greatly underestimating the amount of damage she can put out. She does bonkers damage. Bitch, Scotty, Summer Scotty, best friends. Oberon is a weird one. I think you can only give his damage buff if it's the last turn, like wave 3, and then it doesn't go away, or the guts has to proc. I don't know. When I watched Plushy's video, honestly, I didn't know that much about what was going on. Obviously, I wasn't paying 100% attention. I'm sure he explained it and I just missed it. But go watch Plushy. He has a lot of gameplay. Any questions I bring up in videos about whether something works or not, you can Plushy probably knows the answer and made a video about it. So go watch Plushy if you don't already. Get extra attack. This is a non. This is like, there's no point in getting this. You're probably starting at 0. She works with Vitch and both Scotties, both known for block 50 charges. Why would you get this unless you were like also gonna put in Castoria or something? In which case you are. It should only be for protection reasons. You're putting her with Castoria. You're doing it to give Bazett a little more survivability. You're not helping her damage that much with Castoria. If you can get her over Castoria's overcharge, that is a full turn of her not taking damage when, like, say the enemy has Pierce Invul. But Castoria is just like, she's good but not great on Bazett. So yeah, get extra attack. Refund will be better. Her damage is like better. And remember, this, if you're fighting caster, this works on her extra attack. So buff it even more. Her MP taunts herself and grants the Fragarack status. She gets hit, she punches people in the face. Or punches something like Sigurd, and then it nails, and it just shot through the heart. It ignores MP seal, meaning if Bazett gets MP sealed on the enemy turn, it's not gonna stop the counter. If she gets buff removed, it's not gonna get rid of the counter. Debuff removal, like say from Castory MP, might get rid of the taunt, not the counter. And buff block, not gonna stop the counter. If she is hit by an enemy, or she is targeted or affected by an enemy skill, say AoE defense down, she's launching her counter. She's gonna launch that counter. Especially with the AoE attacks, if you have two Bazetts, they're done. They're gonna die real quick. Because they gotta take hits from both the Bazetts. You cannot break bars with the counter. So, but you're either getting that break bar at like 1 or like damn near close that you don't like, maybe not even need Bazett to break the bar, just like with some random card and then set up for next turn. Like set up Bazett's refund. And if that wasn't enough, every hit of the counter, quick res down, 10 stars. So like, again, her quick cards are amazing, but she doesn't need them for star gen. They're literally arts cards. You use them like arts cards. I know I already said that, but damn. Overcharge is attack, it's weak. If they were ever to buff the MP, like this should be something they look at. The overcharge, at least it procs first. And remember, it's 1 turn. It is affected by this passive. So if you can get overcharge, it does affect everything about Bazett. Like her face cards, her actual MP, the extra attack, all of it gets affected by this. But it's not the main priority. Ruler Scotty does give a higher attack buff at base, as long as it's leveled. So this should not be a priority, but if it happens, it happens. Like, especially if your Bazett is higher than MP1. If she's MP1, you're probably not getting overcharged, but MP2, your refund might be high enough that you're like actually able to take advantage of this. Be careful about this bond CE, because yes, this is very good for her MP damage and gives herself a guts, 28% HP. That's good. But if she's taunted and the guts procs, they're still gonna hit her, so she might die again. And if she dies, her counter doesn't go off. She needs to be able to stay alive. I love Bazett. I'm going to use her so much during this event. I don't know if I'd go for MP2 on JP, but on NA, she like... let's see. Yeah, no, NA, she's... I'll probably get her MP2. I'll probably get her MP2. Or I'll just get MP1 and then wait till next year, because now I know she has a rate up. Bazett's really good. If you don't have her, you should really consider getting her. She is a one-of-a-kind servant. Basically, if Angramainu like was actually a good servant and didn't have his like weird gimmick, because he's terrifying if you're fighting him, not so much if he's the one being that's being fought. I mean, no, he's terrible. He's terrifying when you fight him, because like the way his MP works, the amount of damage you do is reflected back at you. So NPCs don't hit that hard, but you do. You see those Giga Chad Orion like million crits? Yeah, if you kill him with that, he's gonna send that shit back and hit your whole entire team for 1,000,000 damage. Good luck. I hope you have something to survive that. Because that is honestly hilarious. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.